Okay, let's start the Milan campaign in EU4, Meiou and taxes. Yeah, just playing on normal settings, I guess, and yeah, we have a war to take care of to begin with, but before we unpause, we have like quite a few things to look through. Let's start with the ideas. So, legacy of the Milanese. So, harborage infrastructure cost minus 10%, rural skill plus 7.5%. Okay. We have League of the Lombards, diplomatic reputation +1, and diplomatic relations +1. It's very good. So, I don't think it's the game is registering it quite yet, but maybe next year. So institutional authority +10 and ruler authority -10. So that affects this thing in a way that I don't really know if it's, well, I think it's good if you have a bad ruler and not so good if you have a good ruler. Also manpower training cost modifier, yearly prestige, and plus 10% trade skill. It's actually a good thing despite it being in the red. Very good thing. Metalworking skill and manpower recruitment cost, very good. So the metalworking skill I would think works on armaments. Though actually I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so amenity infrastructure cost -10. I guess that's good for the region we are in, with like a lot of urban provinces here. Material cost for projects just in general is also very good, and stability increase interval +10. That is not so nice. Not a huge deal, but wasn't aware that there were like bad modifiers in the ideas. All power cost is good though. We have trade IDs and administrative IDs, so love the trade IDs. This one is pretty good. Port maintenance, inflation reduction. I've never had a problem with that in this mod. Harsh treatment cost I sometimes use. State property is good. Possible advisors +1 is pretty nice. Advisor cost -20% is pretty useless. Okay, stability increase interval, yearly corruption, and corruption from autonomy -10, and travel time for sea communication efficiency and diplomats -10. Okay, trade skill. I was wondering if this was the ID group that you get another diplomatic relation from, but I guess it's not. Anyways, let's check out, I guess, government. So we are at that 20 out of 20 centralization, so we are capped out. Can't get more until we have 20 state reached. And click here. Oh, and I guess we can change regional military to regional militias, so that we don't have don't lose a yearly army professionalism. There's no reason not to. Like here, I don't actually know what's the best. Go for admin efficiency or better communication efficiency. I think here it would be this, because like we actually have less than 100 autonomy in these outer provinces, if you can even call them outer. Like they're just 2 provinces away from the capital. But yeah, I guess we'll look at the estates next. So everything here is 1, 1, well, 1, 1, 1, 2. I would have perhaps preferred to just be on 1, 1 here with the military reforms, so that the nobility provided more of an army. But as it is, we can also like manipulate a little bit how much of force limit we have, but not very much to begin with this low state reach, I think, and low income and all of that. Yeah. Bureaucracy have a few privileges, but not really much going on here. Nobility, I guess, is looking pretty normal for Europe. Withdrawal governance 3, noble obligations 3, tenancy 3, and extended levies 2. But as it is, the nobility wouldn't provide us like a huge army, I think, especially because there's minimal obligations for. So that might actually be the first thing that they lower. Because the nobility isn't like... They don't have too many privileges, to be honest. Considering I've recently played Poland and Hungary, where it was just horrible here. Like, they had so many privileges, almost 100% power, and yeah, Hungary didn't even have nobility here, I think. They were on like the 2nd tier. Yeah, I think this will be the first one to remove eventually. Or like at least go down a few levels, or a level. Burghers are a little bit powerful here though, as is expected probably, but Urban Governance 5 means we will actually get some army from the burghers, I think. They have some privileges, but not like horrible, although we also have like minimal obligations here in terms of manpower or mana cost for citizen militia. So it will be interesting to see how much, or like if this is where it will stay, the force limit. But yeah, I think we just start with supporting the nobility. We'll arrange a strategic marriage. They'll gain a bit more power for the next 5 years, but we'll also get diplomatic reputation plus 0.5, chance of new heir, aristocratic influence, and we'll get a little bit of a better relations between the faction and the state. So this one we will be using quite a lot. See, we are at we're pretty much capped out on legitimacy, so we'll do this also. Disown an unpopular relative. Lose some legitimacy outright and minus 0.2 every year. Get some a little bit of stability though, and some loyalty. Costs us 10 Diplo points. Yield concession to ancient liberties, so we'll lose, or not, yeah, we'll lose a little bit of prestige every year, and yearly centralization -15, but we are capped out on that anyways, and lose 10 prestige outright. Just curious if they're like the average loyalty here with the nobility is 84, but is it pretty much that in every province? Well, it seems like capital is a little bit over the average. But yeah, we could support them more. Also, I could just use this button, but just for the beginning I'll use this one. We are in a war, so we don't want to lose discipline or tradition. I think we are doing well enough money-wise that we can hold grand celebrations. Gain 5 prestige, lose 80 ducats, and +5 noble loyalty. See, we are at average 89. That might just be it might just have to be good enough. Burghers are 71% loyal. They also are the most powerful estate. Will provide tax relief. Get +15 loyalty, and I don't think we would be taxing anything anyway, so it's almost free loyalty. I think we'll pardon smugglers also, actually. Although this is actually quite a bit of corruption since they hold so much power. Like 10% multiplied by burger power, but I think we'll do it. Yeah, quite a bit. And let's support the clergy also. They also have hold a bit of power. So perform a show of devotion, spend some prestige. I guess we'll go in the minus, which I think does influence the army a little bit. But I don't think it's a very tough war we start with. And then we can probably oppose... wait, what did I click earlier? I think I clicked oppose populist reform, but... what I was on this. But yeah, let's do this. And the populist reform was just national unrest +5. That's fine. It's a little bit worse if we take some provinces, but then again those provinces will have rebels no matter, so... I think that's all for supporting the estates. Probably just start expanding the bureaucracy right away. Like we take a hit to stability and increased stability interval. But yeah, we expand the state reach 0.5% for the next 5 years, although in practical terms I think it is 0.4 because there is a privilege working against us. Suppose I can just right away start with doling out grain for the commoners, which I hear is gonna get nerfed, but we're giving out out food to the peasants, but if the peasants aren't starving, then it won't cost us any money, just admin points, which is, of course, something. Did not cost us any ducats. But yeah, I think it is gonna get nerfed in the next update. But yeah, then let's just start from the left and go through every button here, except that just need to think if I need advisors from a specific faction. But I will not do anything with the bureaucracy for quite a few years. Actually, wait, they start with tax farming 1. That is not quite impressive. Yeah, that will be the first thing we do probably. Although I'm not sure we're gonna like do much with the bureaucracy until we have 20 state reach. We'll see. So yeah, if I'm not gonna do anything here, I don't care about the advisors or like which faction they represent. Yeah. Don't think we'll be converting anything for a long time. Don't really love any of these guys, but how much would it cost to sack them? I think just yearly prestige. You are representing the burghers or the metropolitans. So yeah, I guess we go for this guy then. Yeah, because we can actually upgrade. Perhaps trade skill plus 10%. Diplomatic relations, how many can I actually have? 4, but only 1 alliance, I think. Not gonna get to like 400 dev for quite some time. So we're average, so we actually have 2 alliance slots. But 4 diplomatic relations, and there's no way we're gonna have more than 2 vassals, although I guess I could have a marriage instead, although I hate doing this or relying on diplomatic relations here, because when the advisor eventually dies, you're stuck with too many relations. Not an accepted culture. It probably should be. But it will take some time for me to actually afford that or be willing to spend the Diplo points. So yes, by network construction is a little bit useful early game, but I think diplomatic reputation is better. So yeah. Now we probably want discipline. Not accepted. This one is accepted. Wonder if I should focus on something here. first ID group would be either free trade IDs or bureaucracy IDs, and I think I'm gonna go bureaucracy IDs. So let's just focus on admin. How long until you can change? Well, 20 years. Let's see, I think I finished up here already. I can't set rivals because I'm in a war. I don't think I'll root out corruption. It's gonna tick up no matter what. We'll see about how much money we're actually making, but probably not a lot. I guess let's deploy our merchants. Just here, and I always struggle to see where these nodes are flowing. Actually, I cannot tell. But yeah, I think anyways we collect here. There's no penalty for collecting in multiple nodes, so... Okay, that's done. Technology is not really anything to see here. Ah, hi PB and hi Moj, how's it going? What's this I hear about you semi-retiring from streaming, Moj? It sounds like a plot from Timeless, actually, to end everyone's watch streak. It's Milano Gaming. Did it crash? I see Stone had ball toggle activated. Yeah, it's pretty warm here, and it was getting long enough that I had to actually do maintenance. So just shave it all off. Lol, yeah, little one is not really napping anymore consistently. It's time. Yeah, I remember someone telling you about this. Okay, let's embrace commercialization. These are kind of the pair I used to wear, and it's actually more comfortable to switch back again to a little bit of a weaker glasses. We went through these missions I don't care about. But yeah, these glasses are not as comfy to wear though, unfortunately. They were very cheap. Here, let's see. Show utility decisions. Try and do investment manually, at least until we get a little bit larger, hopefully. I want to see the trade for the AI. This thing always confused me a little bit what this means, to be honest. Everything is Catholic. Actually, do I take the time to set up a map mode? Was it always named or like worded fraction? I think everything is pretty much 100% Catholic. I don't like really the way that the colors are set up here. I prefer red to white to green. Anyways, okay, force limit 12 and actually a little bit of naval force limit. I guess Lombardia is on a river. It's very nice. River flows out here, so you can actually have great communication efficiency on, well, all of Italy. Just think, how much are we actually facing here? Okay, we have the numbers at least, so should be fine, but it would be a bit embarrassing to lose the opening war, so maybe I spend a little bit more military power the first 2 years or so. Although I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to spend more, because we're pretty tiny. Not gonna do anything about the state funding of the army though, because I don't think it would have much of an impact. Can't remember if I need to do something with the wars, or the, what's it called? War stockpiles. I don't know. Maybe you have some fuel issues as Milan in the beginning, but we'll just risk it. Yes, I think we're done with all of these tabs. I want to have a look through the provinces just to see what we're working with. Like a very, very nice urban population, although we are missing housing for them, so they will die off a little bit more than what's ideal. Garrison rank 3 with the castle and pathing rank 3. And irrigation rank 2 and a rank of harborage, and there is a minor center of learning here already and natural location, so a bonus to commerce output. There's no special resources here. Stone crops. There's no... Actually, there's no capacity for fisheries. I don't know if this is actually accurate before like February 1458 because of calculations. Wooded highlands with exotic type wine, so cash crop. Good size farmlands. Didn't check that in the capital. Here it's even more. And we have irrigation here also, which buffs the crop and fiber productivity. Forest mountain. Okay, so there is game / forest here and timber. Crops. Good communication efficiency despite being like the terrain factor for communication efficiency 5.5x. So there's a wine here also. It's not really much farmland, so I don't think I'll bother with opening up any new industry here. Or like cash crops. Wine and metal. Right, these famous Milan metal mines. I think it is the same here, yeah. Let's see, Cremona. Nothing in terms of resources here. Did all of the provinces have stone if they did not have metal? Well, no, there's no mine capacity here. Well, I think the provinces that have like, or that could have mines actually already have them. And yeah, we are just in one trade node at the moment. How little auto you have, Udo you have? I am not sure. Would do a census, but I'm not sure it really works yet until we get to the second year. By the way, how large is the commerce size here? 48. Not really that large compared to Liguria, for example. They have like 178. I think Venice isn't even close to that. Well, actually, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I wanted to give my ruler command. Also, do I have any enemies? Austria. I was hoping to actually ally them. And Bohemia. Bayern München. Is there some like historic rivalry here? No, it's actually fine to ally Naples. Though they are a rival to England, Hungary, and the Mamluks. Allied with Austria, but I think that one, or that alliance breaks, well, could break very quickly through an event. I was thinking about Castile, but I don't really know if they would help me in Italy. I think we just improve relations with Naples and England and then see what happens with the first war here between England and France. I think I've never seen England lose the opening war, but I've seen them lose after actually, though not often. actually maybe Hungary instead. And the third diplomat. Oh right, we are probably getting another one after this, so improve with England and we'll see. I forgot to think about claims, but I guess we'll get enough aggressive expansion here. Yeah, a core here though. Bologna. Allied with Venice? I did not notice that. I want to say that I don't remember last time I played Milan being allied with Venice. They rival with Hungary. Yeah, I think I'm actually finally ready to unpause, but I'll make a save because I don't want to do all of that again if things go tits up. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. I need to slot in some policies. I think I actually do need to have this in here, otherwise I would lose centralization because I'm doing this one interaction with the nobles. And nothing else would really benefit me anyways. And national unrest -4, but manpower recovery speed -15%, which I still don't understand what that does in this mod. So we were at war with both Pereira and Mantua. See, we have a castle here, so I guess try and get these guys out of the war first. But yeah, time for calculations and a lot of pop-ups. Light looting. I don't actually know what this thing even does. I've always just clicked. Oh, it's become a habit to just click on the first option there. Commercialization. Free city. Where? Is that the province with... No. Was it here that there was a gold mine? Yeah, or a silver, I guess. Do I wanna... Now that we are in the next year, I can actually build a little bit more. Like if the regiments don't finish, like by December 31st, they are cancelled. I can have 2 generals. Actually, no, I can't. We already went through that. Area information off. That's the way I want it. Lucca asked for independence. Is that enough to get them out? They're gonna withdraw over here now. I don't see any castles actually. Remind me, how much were we facing here? 3k. I think if we could stack wipe, then we could just get them out of the war. And yeah, investment manager, I will not set that up. Try and do the investment myself. Golden Bull. Where are they actually going? Monfra. Wait, what? Well. Alright, I remember these provinces actually confused me the last time also, like... Where are the borders? Oh. Right, it's weirdly shaped like that. It's actually pretty close. Okay, that was... is it Verona? Ah, I guess not, but anyways. I guess I should just try and stand on their provinces. Let's just send out the regiments that are a bit injured. Yeah, they have nothing left. Don't really like these opening wars. I feel like I'm missing information about the other countries because I'm so, what's it called, focused on one thing. Is it enough to just stand on this province? I guess they got a regiment out. Let's get this one back. Also, we have, yeah, reconquest here. I was just thinking if I want to eat up everything here or if I actually want to go this way. How would a vassalization look like? I'll take this one and vassalize. probably what I'll end up doing. Where am I supposed to click? Ah, right, black flagged. Actually annoys me a little bit that you get black flag like that. Still not enough. How about now? Okay. Just have to actually make sure that this is the war leader. Okay, so what's actually the capital? Not here. Here. I hate all these small provinces. Okay, so 2, 2, and 2. See, I was working in Hungary, but if I'm gonna stay allied with Venice, then that's not gonna work. Can't remember if this alliance breaks through an event or something. I suppose actually improving with the papacy is a good idea if I'm gonna accumulate quite a bit of aggressive expansion. No, wait, that's the wrong button. France, okay. I guess it's time for me to actually disband some regiments. Oh, actually, I guess I kind of disbanded through, what's it called? Consolidating. Okay, if the war is basically won, let's delegate the tax code again back to normal. Spend 30 military points every year on having an army. And we can just speed up, I think. Okay, so 200,000 peasants and 46,000 residents. 152,000 peasants and... that's not the right province. 42 and 10. Just gonna check here if there's anything interesting that would make me want to hold the provinces myself right away. Don't loot them, please. January, so we can almost get accurate readings, I think, in like on the industries and the like. Did this general? Yeah, we did have a siege pip here. Oh, actually, I guess we have what we need. Yo, I have been enjoying this stream. Wanna add me on Discord and make it a daily thing? No, thank you. Huh. I'm actually not managing to spend more than 11 Diplo points. Just having a think about whether to vassalize or not. Like, let's vassalize, I think. Minus this thing where we have a reconquest. By the way, first time in a long time that I'm not playing with the, like a mod that changes the visual map. So it's a bit strange for me to get used to. But Stone, he's been enjoying the stream and wants to connect further with you. You can't just say no thanks. Well, maybe you could add him instead. How about that? Yeah, I bet you're a much nicer Discord friend anyways. Better deal for everyone. Oh. What actually changed? Oh well, I guess we just wait a little bit then. Oh yeah, and this February 1458 always takes a little bit of extra time, but it's not usually, or like February usually isn't that bad, but January on the other hand is quite bad. There we go with all of the events. They sometimes drive me absolutely into a rage. Side with the burghers. They hold the most power. Although, are we actually... Nah, I guess we won't waste too much loyalty. By the way, I'm getting screwed on a diplomat. I should be having 4? Alright, they were a rival. I had forgotten about that. Where do you hover again to actually see? Base value +2, +1 from being Catholic. No, not here. Here. Oh no, that's relations. Oh, was it here? I could have sworn it, but maybe I just misread. Probably. I guess 3 is okay. Do I need to improve here right away? Borderline. By the way, Mark, do you know, is there a way to get rid of these like black clouds or like this darkness in general? I find it so, like, feel like I have to strain to actually see the map here. But yeah, England won the first round. This thing is still going on. I'm clicking on Aquitaine. I don't remember any darkness actually. Yeah, it could be a visual setting, but I feel like I've gone through them before to try and check. By the way, I find it so weird that like a game like EU both 4 and probably 5, or like, well, EU4, that it has so few settings in options. Okay, so I can get an alliance here with England if I want. Not sure how many wars I'll be able to call them into though. But I guess I'll just use them for defensive purposes. Naples would accept if we could just get the relations up a little bit. I think they are the most relevant because they are close. Yeah, it really doesn't have many. Yeah, they really don't. Maybe my PC just sucks and it can't render these dark clouds. Isn't your PC pretty decent? Also, it didn't actually take that much aggressive expansion with the papacy. So yeah, I guess we stop improving here. Not really sure I see the value in having Venice as an ally. I guess the navy is nice. I don't really think they would expose us in any way. Like, they don't really have any neighbors, I guess, except Hungary, but I feel like Hungary never was Venice for some reason. Also, I need rivals. No, I guess Austria, I think, stays allied to Hungary until their war is over. But Bohemia. Actually, really want to rival Venice because I think we can easily outgrow them and can also easily defeat them in a war, which Bohemia is not really easy to defeat in a war. So I think we just break this. I guess they break up with us, but same. You know, I think they will rival us. It is a bit unfortunate that they're allied with Castile though, so... Oh, okay, I didn't actually check. I could have just seen here enemies. Yeah, okay, let's just... I want to say rival Austria, but also it's... I find it such a pain to war both Bohemia and Austria. Well, actually, maybe not Austria, since I'm also in the Empire. I'm just gonna... I think actually I will just wait. See what happens if I get some other options. Like, I think I could even purposefully lower my force limit and get some smaller options. Gain 10 legitimacy and 15 prestige. I think I'll wait until I'm not actually wasting legitimacy. I think once I actually have an alliance or two, I'll lower my force limit a little bit and pick a weaker rival, rather than picking someone that I would not war in 50 years probably. I'll insult Bohemia though. Actually, I don't get why you don't always get power projection. Okay, I guess if that's done, let's just improve relations here with our vassal. Do I want to drill or just save some money? I think save money, because I feel like there is... I don't remember exactly where, but I think there is something that makes us lose, like the... What do you call this? Makes us lose army drill really quickly. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, anyways, I do want some money to actually be able to build stuff. I don't think I need to keep... Oh, I mean, I want to keep the castle, but mothball it. Since we have a garrison level 3 here anyways. Yeah, let's look into investing something. First of all, probably the metal mines. So throughput 77%, so like I don't know how to say, like 77% of the jobs are filled, I guess. And it's profitable. That's this green number. So invest 10 ducats into the mines. Same here. And are all the stone mines also profitable? Not that much. I guess we can have a look at these game fours. Very profitable. Throughput isn't super high, but still. Or were they already capped out? Here they were. On size. Same here. Right, well, I guess it makes sense that here in Italy all the forestry is already maxed out. Yeah. Guess we're not investing in that. We'll invest, well, at least in crops in the capital. Probably in industry as well, just because, well, I almost want to subsidize the capital. Actually, never mind, I forgot we don't really have housing. It would cost us pretty much 2,000 to upgrade that, which I guess I will actually save towards that a little bit. Yeah, let's check everywhere for maybe investing in crops. Ah, this place was also maxed out on that. I think these numbers are not really accurate because it was recently conquered, but probably safe to invest in farmlands or crops anyways. One also go and check which of the provinces have irrigation. See, we have rank 1, rank 1, rank 2, rank 1, 1, rank 2. I guess it, well, actually there is quite a lot of farmlands here also. Here we have rank 3. Okay, I think we just move on then. Or I guess, I think it's possible to ally England now. Actually, no. Confused why I cannot negotiate an alliance. Because I think they... Actually, they probably have 3 alliance slots. So I should try and get this done as quickly as possible. Perhaps would be worth to just send a royal marriage. I think if England did not have another open slot, then the tooltip would tell us here. Just have to keep an eye out on whether or not France potentially allies Castile, because then we would be a bit exposed. Or like I could be dragged into a war that might not really be all that winnable. Okay, that's taken care of. And then I think I will just actually go ahead right away and lower the force limit. Yeah, I guess we do it this way. Let's only spend 20 military powers on, or points, for recruiting manpower. Have a look soon on how much manpower the burghers are not providing but recruiting. I think I'll improve relations here before maybe thinking about currying favors. This was where I had a core, right? Is it too early to start? Oh, actually, no, it's not. Can I vote for myself to be the Pope? Not really, just vote for Papal Pope. Wait, I clicked Genoa. I think I'll prioritize Bologna instead. Is it possible to have royal marriage with them? I'm just thinking if I can get relations high enough here without allying them. Which I feel... I think I would have to send them a gift, and even then it would be close. So I think I will try and like ally Bologna and vassalize them before actually making an alliance with Naples. Right, that doesn't really concern me. Pretty close here also. Makes one actually consider if diplomacy IDs would be good. What is this? To be loved and be loved. So the king wants to marry a lowborn. Not gonna happen. We have an heir anyways, I think. By the way, I want to set Hungary as a country of interest. I almost don't remember how. Oh well, I guess you can do it over here also, but... Same here. France also. And I don't know how this works, because usually Trastamara becomes Castile. Let me just remove a bot. Okay, I think I'm gonna do or conduct a census just to see what we're producing. Ah, got a merchant. That reminds me, there was a culture to potentially accept. Ah, I forgot to check this also. See, feudal levies 8,000, so not a lot of manpower there. Citizens militia 6,000 and no tribal hosts. National army is actually 10k. That was way more than I expected. So I should have actually done it the other way, where maybe I just kept 30 military points and just lowered the state recruitment budget. Yeah, kind of forgot about that a little bit. Why am I scrolling every time? It's gonna make it a bit harder to curry favors, but at least I'll do this a little bit to get some rivals or easier options. I think the force limit takes a year to kind of update after you've adjusted things around. Okay, that was the merchant. Probably just gonna send them to the Adriatic Sea to collect. Okay, play until the next month for some new calculations. What is this? Valentina was born in Milan as the second of the 4 children of Gian Galeazzo Visconti, the first Duke of Milan. The death of Bernabeu in 1485 left Gian Galeazzo as the sole ruler over the Visconti inheritance, and with this, Valentina's status changed considerably. At this point, the new Lord of Milan opened negotiations with King Wenceslaus of Germany and Bohemia for a marriage between Valentina and his half-brother John of Gorlitz. At the same time, he also negotiated a union with Louis II of Anjou, titular King of Naples, who was at that time was betrothed to Lucia Visconti. Oh my lord, there are so many names here that I hate reading this. So what is this actually about? Valentina would inherit the Visconti dominions. It was because of this that her grandson Louis of France claimed the Duchy of Milan and embarked on the Italian Wars. So, what are we actually doing here? I'm just gonna click, we have no use for such friendship. Nothing happened diplomatically, right? Also, are there any other options? I wonder if England would join against Genoa, actually. Oh, that's also Portugal. Oh no, never mind, that's Castile's ally. But Austria. Golden Bull. Do the borders change up here? I want to say that this province was given to Poland. But yeah, I wanted to do or conduct a census. Well, I guess we can check population also for... I think it's no, not that. Wealth. Specifically, I want to see if not the tenants, right? Oh yeah, I guess tenants are the farmers. They are not fully like fulfilled on life requirements. But yeah, industry. Overproducing food. Basically no salt. So we will have to trade for that. Not enough fiber or fuel. That's also expected. Plenty of raw material from the mines. Exotic good. Timber we're actually not doing too bad on. Yeah. Consumer is being overproduced and probably sold. Military also. Industrial is a little bit short. Right, armament is armament, it's not like industrial. Yeah, these brown industries or the urban industries are profitable. Do I wonder where are life fulfillments not fulfilled? Here? Not quite here. Not here either. Or here. Here it is very bad. Is this actually accurate? Hmm. Well, I guess invest some. The size is pretty large here, so I guess invest 20 ducats into farms. Is there something else I should be doing? I think I'm good. Did the adjustment to the military budget kick in now, so my expenses are way lower? So 14 ducats a month, basically. Oh wait, wait, how is Naples actually managing to be a rival of England? Well, I think that it's not gonna last for too long, to be honest. Okay, that war is still going on. I guess go back to improving relations here. Bishop's mistress. Pavia gets religious scandal. Was that the newly conquered province? Yeah. Some more unrest, but I mean, what's a little bit more? I don't want to upset the clergy. Okay, I'm not really in a hurry to make claims because aggressive expansion. Royal marriage with our vassal. You don't even take a legitimacy hit, so. Emancipation of Lombardia. I think carpentry is supposed to be good. I think I remember we were not really making enough industrial, although we probably have to buy the input, I assume. Full grain provision ran out. Now the rollover is taking some time. By the way, how was loyalty over here? 50% loyal on pretty much all three estates. But I don't really wanna like I gain loyalty in only this province and waste it in all the others. So at some point we'll just tank the loyalty on like all the states just to normalize the loyalty level. Might do this later and combine it with removing privilege on the nobility. I think I'll just Starlight Grinds again and I can go to stability 3. We lost population. Is that because we are in the HRE and population is emigrating? Immigration. Yeah, we're losing quite a bit to immigration, it seems. Maybe I need to invest more to like keep salaries higher. Throughput is pretty high, although I don't really want to invest in any other like cities except for the capital. Looks like they are over the housing limit anyways. Plus it makes it more difficult to have like these centers. But yeah, invest in crops here. And I guess in mines also. Yeah, just more into crops. Crops and metal. Well, I use farmlands, crops, and yeah, farmlands and crops. I just use those two terms I mean the same thing basically is what I'm trying to say when I say either farms or crops. Okay, invest into farmland and the mines. Guess we invest into farmlands here also. Pretty much everywhere. I don't think I've ever experienced, or well, I haven't been using this mod for that long, or the sub mod that shows me the population growth, but stability 3 or stability 2 I've never seen like this number go down. We are actually maxed out on everything, so yes, invest farmland, mines, and commerce and industry. It didn't actually mean to invest in stone, but oh well. France, actually maybe. Actually. Okay, force limit will actually go down a little bit, but still. Oh, one thing I've actually forgotten to check out is the wagon. Trade rank 10. So importing some food from Venice, exporting a little bit also, the salt that we are not producing ourselves. Importing from France, also exporting. But the provinces are actually managing to buy enough from the commercial. Let's see, importing fiber and fuel, exporting raw, exporting consumer. Okay, military, we have a lot of waste. That's not good. Okay. Oh, I guess maybe I can have a quick look here if there was anything that gives us any claims. Tech pizza. What is it they want us to do? Own it or have it as vassals or subjects? Alliances in the empire. We'll see. Okay, so we improved to 100 with England. Okay, we outgrew Venice for 10 power projection. Okay, so I can never figure out if this works like locally, just in Bresa, or across the entire empire. Like sometimes it does and sometimes it does not. So we are already maxed out on loyalty. Oh, that's the wrong button. Or the wrong place. I'm actually considering just revoking a privilege. I probably have to stay on Urban Governance 5 for a little bit to be able to get manpower from the burghers. I think 5 is, or like anything below 5, you don't get manpower from them. Actually do this. Huh. Which kind of have the stability for it. I don't think I'll ever bother going down here because I don't think the burghers will ever provide with enough manpower for this to be worth it. Well, actually, would this be worth it? Try and get more obligations from the burghers, and obligations are not bad right now, actually. Usually I just completely ignore obligations on the nobles and the burghers, but yeah, burghers are actually giving me a lot of money. Oh well, this early in the game. Uh, 40% base rate for all peasantry dues owed to the burghers. Let's Sounds like a lot. Am I that desperate for money right now? Or like for the first, I don't know, 50 to 100 years? I think no, I'm not. I would rather probably remove that this, or at least go down a level if I can though. Yeah, I actually can. Guessing that's like gonna cost me 40 loyalty. Yeah. But yeah, minus 5% burger power, plus 0.5 base hierarchy, minus 10% exotic skill, but plus 5% agriculture skill. I think, yeah. So now I want to see where does this work. Let's see, we're at 59. Did not work here. Actually, did it work anywhere? Did I click the wrong? I think I clicked the correct button. Confused. That was the whole reason I did that reform or change that privilege. Anyways, I finished improving with England. Could perhaps start curing favors, but yes, I also just make an alliance here just to get one step closer to vassalization. I'm just curious, would actually England join here if I had like the favors? They would. So I assume they would also join against Savoy. Possibly. I was just thinking, should I make claims before I start getting favors? Okay, we got a CB here against Mantua. Rogue Republic. I don't understand that CB. No, Mantua. Don't understand where I'm supposed to click. Okay. Okay, trade leak. But yeah, anyways. royal marriage, that's fine. And we're at 144 and we need 150, right? Oh no, it's 180. Guess, well no, I can proclaim a guarantee also. Okay, so this thing is over and we have a new Castile, still allied with Genoa and Portugal. As long as they don't ally France, I'm all good. Mark them as a country of special interest. Do England have... no, not Aquitaine, but... just want to make sure that England is not a target. Also, is this over now? The Venice-Hungary war still going on? You're probably a heretic, whatever that means. Okay. Our vassal likes us more. We'll probably take a break from improving here. I think they are plenty loyal enough now. By the way, I've fought this Hungary-Venice war as Hungary, and it's really annoying because Venezia is like... there's a strait here, I think. Like you can't get in here. Well, you have to be lucky at least. By the way, how much of a penalty do I have here? Minus 21% from relative military power. Just gonna do this. And get rid of 2 horses. What was that diplomat doing again? Oh yeah, they were improving here, which I felt like I'm done with. Just try and have... well, actually I hate relying on subjects to make claims, which I have actually forgotten about here. Well, actually no, we'll just queue up Savoy first here. Let's see, I went in that trade league, yeah. I guess just try and make a claim here. Friends in need. Huh. What is that event about? But feel like I do not want to spend 25 admin points. I should still be loyal though. Force limit went down at least by 1. Actually, at this point I could just guarantee Bologna. Actually have less options now. Okay, population at least went up a little bit. Okay, offer vassalization. And I guess how do I do it? Is it already done? Am I just not clicking where I'm supposed to? Anyways, that's done. Still rivals there. Okay, Hungary is not an... What's it called? Ally of... what are they called? Austria? Yeah. Probably negotiate an alliance here. Do we have any issues here with Liberty Desire now that we have 2 vassals? Seems fine. There is this how do you say it? Integration period here in Meiou and taxes, so we have to wait at least 18 years before we can annex here. It would be even more, I think, if I've had some provinces to them. It's gonna be similar here. By the way, is there also this penalty when you are in the empire to vassalize another country in the empire? No, I don't see it here at least. Oh, he's a member of the empire. But isn't Trent also that? Oh no, never mind, there it is in the bottom. Minus 25 for being in the empire. Okay, I guess we've played 5 years. Okay, bureaucratic expansion, let's just continue with that. Noble marriage we could do again. And yeah, I guess there would be a point to it. The strategic marriage. Okay, let me just not spend a single ducat on recruiting manpower. $15 ducats a month. How much was this again? Oh, right. To select individually. 1700. I guess I'll just have another look at investments. It's mostly because I don't want immigration to happen again. Since yeah, in the HRE, like population can move all around in the HRE. I feel like I can just put 10 ducats into everything here in the capital. Although I think state reach kinda affects how quickly the investment actually takes place, so I'm not entirely sure if like the 10 ducats from before have actually taken effect. Okay, this was maxed out already. Might make this like the farm or the size is so small here that investing 10 ducats might make it unprofitable. It's profitable still with a pretty good throughput, or decent at least. Yeah, invest in crops. $62 corruption. I think corruption siphons the investment, so you're not supposed to invest in provinces with like sky high corruption. Stone and crops. I think 20 into crops. Okay, I feel like checking the amenity map mode, wherever that is, or the housing. Ramuna is lacking a bit, but well, actually it is on a river, so could consider making amenities here maybe, but not until I have way more money. Just curious if my neighbors are also like immediately expanding state which they seem to be. Okay, I could perhaps do grand celebrations again, but I think we are pretty much capped out on loyalty in the provinces I want to be, at least. Okay. Will I get 10 loyalty if I click yes? Okay, I did. How many? Okay, it was 4. I guess Naples wouldn't be the most difficult thing to defeat in a war, especially since they're also rivaled with Hungary, so they would probably join. Is the threshold again to get like a 3rd alliance slot? I think it was Meiou and like what or how much development does Hungary have? 297. So HRE, this is where I need 50 spy network, right? By the way, I hated this Pacta Convecta when I was playing Hungary and got Croatia as a permanent junior partner. It was actually annoying to keep them loyal. Full grain provision. Do it again. I'm tempted to just click here. Do it forever, but I guess there are some exceptions. Wait, it's freaking 64? Oh my lord. Okay, I remember actually last time I played in the HRE that I found this so annoying. I don't suppose my vassal has done it for me. No. Oh, here we actually, or like Bologna have a claim. Not sure if that was an existing thing. I suppose I don't really have much aggressive expansion. Oh, and I think Mantua is also... Well, it would be convenient to take them in this war, just because they are in this trade league. Just gonna check here first. How much have we improved? I think I'll let this one to 100. Let's see if I can negotiate an alliance first. I want to say if you don't succeed here, you take a relation penalty. France no longer a great power. So do I need more army for that? No, I think it's fine. I think I'll probably end up rivaling Naples, Genoa, and probably Austria also, now that they broke their alliance with Hungary. Serbia, Naples, and Damascus. Huh. That was surprising. Okay, we have the normal action going on here. I did think the force limit would go down more than this. Yeah. Suppose now let's just try and negotiate an alliance. Try to bribe them. Oh, seems like it's gonna be quite expensive. If it's even possible. Our bribe attempt plus 20, does it max out at some point? Seems like no. I'm just thinking if there is like anything in the future that would want Hungary to break up the alliance. Like if they run out of valid rivals, but I think Bohemia should always be a viable option. Austria, although I think there might be an event where the Hungary becomes a temporary junior partner. Naples, you would think, would be a viable option for a long time. And the Ottomans also, they will kind of be exposed eventually to the Ottomans. Other option for me, I guess, would be to wait for Naples, but I feel like Naples is gonna rival me at some point. 350 for an alliance. But honestly, it's not really that many years, so I think I'll just accept this. Oh, maybe I should have actually rivaled Naples before negotiating here, since we would have shared the enemies. Yeah, Naples. Allied with Austria and Castile. So Genoa and Austria, I guess. Might even be viable to declare on Austria. That would actually be quite nice, and then be able to take Liguria here. Anyways, is it time to curry favors? No, I guess we... Yeah, I guess we can start and then just call someone back to declare war here. Alright, I guess we're not managing to spend more military power because we're not spending any ducats on volunteers. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do this war, then maybe I put like 40% of the annual tax income into the budget for manpower. And that's probably fine. Should have maybe raised this or raised the fort a bit earlier, but should be fine to just wipe out the armies, I say, as a 4-2 general. Versus a 1-2, but isn't shock the like important thing early? Actually, fire and shock on the spearman is pretty similar. Yeah, I think I'm at least safe from a Genoa attack if they could. Well, they would probably get Austria to join, but probably not Castile. Although maybe I improve relations a bit here, actually, at some point. After this diplomat is done, I suppose. I don't know if I really checked the numbers here after, or the year after this was annexed. Definitely invest more here though, I guess. $40 into crops and 20 into mining. So lose 25 ducats. Rest 10 loyalty. I want to see. 71 and 68. If I compensate, nothing happens. Okay, diplomat is done improving in Hungary. Wait 1 month until morale is maxed out. This would bring in more people, so yeah. I'll probably feed it to Bologna anyways. So I don't have to deal with the separatist, what's it called, unrest. Wooded Hills. Is there actually a combat modifier here? Okay, -1 for them. Kinda need the whole stack. So. Anyone gonna join me? Guess not. Can you actually go? Well, I guess I can go back this way, worst comes to worst. Don't know if I can go here afterwards. Oh, is this where I came from? Not sure. Anyways, I need 4 regiments here and 2 here. Okay, I guess send one horse here and another horse to here. And yeah, I said to improve with Castile, so well, I guess I can't. Huh. That range is not impressive. Let's improve with the Papal State again. Royal marriage with Hungary. Ah, that was also something I forgot about. Could have probably saved myself some money there. Have to spend so much on bribing them. So I'm thinking if I'm willing to go above 50 aggressive expansion, and I think I am with like 2 strong allies. A drunkard. This is actually very annoying. All power costs plus 5%. Age 41. Well, I guess you're gonna be drilling the armies in 3 years' time. Political scandal, so the metropolitans will lose some influence. Don't really care about how much. Gonna lose a little bit of stability no matter what. I guess actually, as it is now, I think it's actually best to keep the metropolitan faction happy with us. Oh, wait. I don't know, like this faction support number that you see, like plus 1.25. Like, is that a specific faction, or is it just that like they can't make like the developers of the mod Meiou and Taxes can't make like the faction support into one modifier, so they have to have different levels, if that makes sense. Don't really know how to explain it. Guess we go with this. Let's not blow this out of proportion. So the metropolitan faction will be a bit more happy with us, but all the other ones will be less. We'll get some loyalty from the burghers. Back to 76. Clergy has called for a synod on the question of the Wycliffes and their questioning of some of the core tenets of the Catholic Church. Our representative of the synod will cast our vote on a potential reform of the church. I don't really know the effect of these 3 options, or like, will this convert some of our population? And also I have no idea what Wycliffe's does, so I'll just reject. Wait here. I have Jewish population apparently. Yeah, it is only Catholic so far. Okay, the rollover is starting to take so long that I might start pausing the recording. Try and remember that next time. If I took everything myself, 72 aggressive expansion, and that would definitely spawn a coalition. How much or how many countries are in this trade league, if it still exists? Arborea, that's here. Regensburg, Friuli, and Trieste. Plus allies, right? But I think a trade league can overcome that, so we'll just annex the war target if possible. Wow. Aye, we eclipsed Genoa. By the way, I guess I should just make a separate peace deal here. To make sure I actually clicked on the correct country. That was not really much AE. Oh, this is not a lot. I'm probably okay with this. Does it actually make a difference in any way whether I'm the one that annexes it or my vassal? Wait, do I actually already have that much aggressive expansion here? Huh. I did not notice that earlier. Ideally, I would have liked to wait 1 year actually before making peace. Just because Savoy and Austria would not be in the coalition then. So, yeah, this looks a little bit scary. I'm willing to take on a little bit of war exhaustion just for that. I'm expecting they will call for peace or like do the unconditional surrender. Call for peace. It's not really bad yet. Who would actually join England? Okay, there we go. Can at least look at this for a while the game is calculating. 94 ducats per year or at least I think it's per year, for noble obligations. Oh wait, because I was paused, calculations haven't actually happened yet. Let's see, now there is no Austria or Savoy. It's still a bit scary though, but I'll risk it. $20k and 18k, and they have Aquitaine also, although they are quite weak right now. I could improve here. Oh no, never mind, the game updated. Oh no, it's Florence. I can improve with and get them to a positive opinion pretty quickly. Kinda with Verona as well. I don't suppose we have any CB here that I could use. Well, we want one eventually. Oh wait, I think wouldn't the relations like sour a bit if I mark them as a country of interest? Just checking if our vassal has a claim here now, which they do. I think I'll recruit a couple of horses just to make myself look a little bit more scary. How is the integration process here? Not much happening. Yeah, call back this diplomat. We'll improve here. Probably do another provide grain for commoners. We'll improve here. We'll see if there is a coalition or not. Okay, I think actually if Florence is already out, then I don't think there will be a coalition. I think actually just cancel this. Population is slowly growing. Emphasis on slowly. Yeah, invest in everything in the capital. So is it these 3 provinces that are already maxed out? See more metal and crops. Throughput is kinda low, but it's still profitable. Let's invest in
67.
Let's invest in cactus. That's a great investment, I think. Yeah, more crops and stone. More of me. Cactus coin going to the roof. Crops are very profitable here. The other mines are maxed out on size. Also, is nothing happening with corruption? It's ticking down, kind of. Not really. But I guess the burghers are not very loyal here, so they are causing corruption. 16%. And the nobility and clergy also quite a bit. So yeah, it's a bit green. So, am I just misunderstanding this every time? Burgham plus 10 burger loyalty. Here we are at 76 in the capital and 73 compensated traders, and nothing happens. I don't know. I guess I'm just giving away money for nothing. Stone, have you ever seen rain in Norway, or is it just snow? When does it ever snow in Norway, actually? Alright, we eclipsed Genoa. Flanders. Wouldn't England join me on that, actually? No one has rivaled Flanders back. But yeah, back in my day, or in my younger days, there was actually snow here in Norway. And I guess there still is, but very rarely. Global warming got to Norway, it's so over. It did. One used to be able to go skiing locally, but that does not happen often anymore. See, vote for a papal pope. Why? Nevers, they have, what's it called, personal unions. Still though, seems like a easy enough war. I could actually... Wait. Do you get like insta military access when you war in the HRE, or am I just making things up? Be a bit annoying to get access all the way up here is the only thing. Usually I can't be bothered with declaring on rivals if I have to walk for a long way. A golden bull. By the way, are there some interactions here I'm not doing? And I guess the disown of relative will happen next month, or will run out. Twerk. Thank you for the twerk, Ive. Yeah, I guess when we get that option back to disown a relative, I can also do something with the privilege. They want to switch out an advisor. How old is our current advisor? Age 40. They are the same type, just different faction. Here we would get some military points, which I guess would be nice. But I'm just assuming this advisor would be younger. Yeah, which they are, so I'll take that. Thinking, where did we actually start with the state reach? But anyways, it's gonna be at least 20 years until I want to do reforms, so I'm still good with having advisors not from the bureaucratic faction or whatever it's called. Yeah, bureaucratic. This reminds me, I might not want to fund the army this much. Okay, there's the disowned relative expiring, and noble concessions, and burger tax relief, and pardon smuggler, and a lot of things. By the way, average fuel fulfillment. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Considering the region we are in. I guess this is fine. So yeah, let's revoke a privilege here. I think it's just gonna be here to get the nobility to provide more manpower. This direct state corruption though, +1 is pretty brutal. How much is it actually going up per year? 0.26. Yeah, I think I'll do this. I don't want to only rely on my bigger allies to do all the warring for me. So minus 20% mana cost for noble levies and plus 20% multiplied by noble loyalty, state manpower from nobility. We'll also lose 40 noble loyalty and gain 10 bureaucracy corruption. I kind of forgot about that part, the bureaucracy corruption. So it is, that means more corruption here, plus 10. As we can kinda see. Then we have to try and get some of the loyalty back by disown an unpopular relative, lose some legitimacy, but I can just do a mission and get it all back if I want to. We'll yield concession to ancient liberties again, lose prestige, but gain 10 loyalty. And probably hold grand celebrations also. It's not a lot of loyalty, but also get prestige. And it's not really that expensive. Well, it's not expensive at all, I think. That puts us back at 79 loyalty in the capital with the nobility. I don't think we will do any more support. And Burgos, I guess I can do a tax relief again. The clergy, I could do spend some prestige to get some loyalty. Perform a show of devotion. Although, is there a point in doing both these two? Yeah, I think it is, because mostly the provinces have less than 80 loyalty and we gain 10 from each year. And since I haven't actually annexed anything except Pavia, which I had a core on already, unrest isn't really a problem. Yeah, let me modify the budget for the military. Let's go down to 10%. I'm not sure really how much like the privilege I changed on the nobility is gonna, like how much it's gonna do in the first few years, but I think, yeah, eventually we'll get some manpower here from the nobility that's actually worth mentioning. When did the general die? And I guess we just give the ruler command now and have him drill. I was gonna hire a general, but then I remembered I don't want this ruler anymore. Because of this trait, drunkard. tempting to get some more admin efficiency, but I am very like stingy on using the points or the monarch points. I ideally want to get rid of that 5% penalty from drunkard and maybe even get more of a bonus here from being behind. Also bureaucratic expansion ran out, so just do that again. And you could also do a noble marriage, which I guess we will, or a strategic marriage. So nobility is pretty loyal again. Also, I guess I could build a few light ships also. I kind of forgot I was improving. I did not really mean to improve this much. Yeah, let's make 4 light ships, I suppose. Oh, do I need some tech for it? Does this mean that if I take this technology now, went to level 16, would I get this unlocked? I think so. But I'll just wait then. Hungary wants me to spread commercialization. Isn't that it? Yeah. I'll do that because it's a nice income and they're gonna get it anyways. So I might as well be the one that profits from it. Am I maxed out here? Okay, I am. I don't think I need to improve with any of my neighbors or make claims. Okay, I'm already maxed out on Diplo slots, yeah. So just go back to... Oh, we're already working in Hungary. I think this integration process is sped up a little bit by good relations, so I guess we can work on that. I guess here also. Actually, I think once this diplomat is done, they'll just go to the next vassal and we'll curry favors with England. Wait, did Austria eclipse us or all the way around for some reason? Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a valid rival in a bit. So I'm not gonna change. Can I get some power projection from insulting Flanders? Now that I am on the subject. Brittany. 5 power projection. And so I can stay above 50 for a little bit. Get some extra monarch points. Feel like the valid rivals is a little bit strange sometimes. Like, so many times I'll lose a rival 1 month and then they'll be back the next month. Vote for ourselves. Kind of reminds me that I do like vassalizing the papacy or the papal state, but I don't want to do it too early because they do take up a slot or a diplo slot, and it's very nice to do the peaceful vassalization around here, at least early game. Disagreeing advisor, so yes, I actually don't want to lose prestige. I would rather take the loyalty hit with the clergy. Scold him publicly for 5 prestige. How much is this going up? 0.3 per month. I guess we take the prestige hit. Who knows when the ruler will die? Milan. Wouldn't now be a decent time to accept this? I mean, 5% to like 100 points isn't really that much. So yeah, accept Emilian, and then we can hire this advisor and upgrade him. So yeah, a good amount of Emilian. And these provinces are kind of on a river, so they'll have great communication efficiency. Oh, also I forgot to do the mission when legitimacy was below 90. I wonder, like, this does not seem to work, but I bet this would work. Still nothing. I guess I'll look at that event as paying 80 ducats to not lose loyalty, as opposed to gaining it. Alright, I was not in range here. Golden Bull. Rising support among the Emilian population. Yes, but is there actually separatism here? Not as far as I can tell. Right, I need to check rivals. Still no Austria. Still a few countries that have more than 50 aggressive expansion. Okay, then I said to improve opinion with Bologna. Right. Ah, clicked on the wrong place. What is this? Emperor gets yearly prestige. All members except Emperor gets yearly prestige. Prestige 0+1. Okay. Kind of forgotten that declaring on like smaller countries and just having them concede defeat is actually pretty good. But it is also one of those things that I sometimes just can't be bothered with. Is the price still the same to get another rank of amenities? Similar, but I think technically cheaper. I wonder if since I decided to go the route with vassals, if maybe I should switch to Diplo focus when I can. Though I'm guessing I can't do it yet. Still 6 more years. But then again, I feel like you use more admin points on doing reforms here than any other types of points. Let's see. This would cost admin, 200 admin, 200 admin. This is not relevant for a long time. Neither is this. Oh well, it's relevant, but I won't do it for a long time. I usually do like mass reforming at state reach 20, 40 and 60. It's just become that way for some reason. Okay, so 100 admin and 200 Diplo. Literacy test I usually don't do ever, almost. Well, I never play long enough to get to it. Oh, this might actually be viable early. Usually I don't get it done before I get to 50 state reach, but as Milan, it might be very possible to do it at 25 state reach and 50 average autonomy or lower, as opposed to 50 state reach and 65 average autonomy or lower. That is 200 admin and 150 Diplo, by the way. And let's see. Wait, why can I not tell how much it would cost? I don't get like, I don't meet the requirements, but I can see the cost and the benefits. But here I can't see anything. Well, I can see like the requirements still if I go in here, but I can't see the cost. Well, requirements and benefits. Indirect taxation. Okay, that is 25 state rich. Yeah, play until February and then I'll look into investing some. I don't really want more corruption. So I guess we sacrifice some loyalty. Okay, these industries are not profitable. Pretty close though. Carpentry is profitable. But yeah, definitely invest in crops. I think even 50 ducats. Don't invest here in the Alps or in Valtellina. Continue with investing in crops and metal. Here and here, probably. Let's not do anything here. Yeah, I'll invest in crops and mining. Nothing here, because throughput is kinda low and it's not super profitable. Yeah, though we'll invest in stone and crops. Oh wait, the mines are already maxed out. Oil marriage ended. Also crazy how quickly legitimacy is going up. I feel like that is always the case here in Europe as a Catholic nation. As opposed to last time when I played in Western Africa, legitimacy was never good. Is the force limit still at 10? Oh. I guess I need to lower it more. Let's just not put any money into the recruitment budget. Wait, how does this add up to me having like a force limit of 10? Like 3.5. Let's say 10 and 19. But also the size, I thought that's not necessarily what they are giving you the state, it's just what they have for themselves. Or like the estates have for themselves. Plus it doesn't even add up to 20. Or like double the land force limit. Actually, I don't think I'll bother with spending less military points or power, because I think when I'm not putting any money into the budget, then it's gonna be way less than 20 anyways. So, gain some prestige and opinion with these guys. But yeah, I'm guessing my vassals have started to get ahead on Diplo level. Actually 18. Simony. Yeah. I think I would rather take state corruption over losing loyalty to nobility. Also, how much would it cost me to root out corruption? I think let's put in a little bit of money for that, so that it doesn't go any higher. So I did suggest that they, or to the developers, or I guess these days developer, that during the, or like December 31st, we could get some optional event where we could have like some info about your country popping up, so you have something to read during the rollover. Like I wanted, for example, just this to show. Or like this, and also like all of the estates income, or like wealth. Because yeah, it would be 1 year behind, but I still think that's way better than just sitting around and waiting for maybe 15 seconds for the game to roll over. Anyways. Okay, 15. So I don't actually know like, is it force limit, or is it the standing army that affects who is a valid rival? Population is going up a bit, but yeah. I was playing last time in Western Africa, and I think in like 1620 I had... Is it 100,000? Or like the population was growing with 100,000 per year. Who died? Was it the discipline guy? No, the Diplo advisor. Like, I think now I care about which faction they represent. Yeah. I absolutely hate when I have to sit here and just fire advisors for months on end. Ah, there is one I want. Trade skill and the correct faction. So skill cap is a bit higher now, so that you use, I think you need less labor to do the work. Still just the Mamluks. I don't want to set them as a rival because I will not go down here to pick a fight for at least 100 years. I guess I'm losing quite a bit of power here for not having all the rivals. But I'm willing to do that if I can actually get a weaker rival. Yeah, just expand the bureaucracy again. I guess I skipped this at some point or didn't notice it running out. Just do another strategic marriage. Also, can I afford amenities now? I can, but I also want to build a one extra unit. Ah, wait. Not to rank 1, but to rank 3. No, 4. How much do I want to build per year? Residents per unit each year, 0.5. I think I'm okay with just parallelism 5, so we don't disrupt these industries like too much with stealing workforce from here. And yeah, I don't really think I would want to build anything else in the capital for a while. Well, I could have harborage, but I don't mind if I wait a little bit extra. Or for some, wait some more years for that. After that, or like now that that's built, I wonder, do I actually bother making amenities here and here? Nah, I think not. I'll probably, well, actually, here I might be, just because we are on a river and I can have a harborage and get some naval force limit that way. Not a lot because it's a river. Like there is something, river provinces will provide 10% of the values listed, so it's not much compared to out here on the coast, but I don't know. Might not be worth it with the harborage and the amenities here. Should maybe just build irrigation instead. Grand celebrations has expired. Guess we just do that again. How old is the ruler now? 49. Still very much green. Luso and basil. But yeah, it's not really that long until I could potentially annex here. I guess I would want to do that so I could vassalize something else. Like Trent eventually. But yeah, is there anyone I need to improve with for some reason? How's it looking with the papal state? I guess we can improve a little bit here, and maybe I'll improve a little bit with some countries that I plan on vassalize eventually. Let's have a look what's going on with import and export. There's a lot going on with salt. Well, a lot, but quantities aren't really like that high. Oh wait, there was some waste. Wasting some consumer and military and naval. Anyways, what is this? The only thing that's relevant here is the +5 clergy loyalty. And we would spend 25 ducats and get 10 clergy loyalty. The rest is irrelevant, but yeah, let's do that. Florence and France rivaled. I'm a bit confused why I don't see any more valid rivals. Actually, I guess I am actually quite high on the total development, although I don't remember if that, or how much that, or if and how much it influences rivals. I was expecting there would be way more countries with more development. Anyways, do I need to invest anywhere? Oh yeah, do I have any rivals that where the relations are too low for trade to happen? Yeah, but I don't think we would trade up here anyways. Naples, though, I improved here earlier in hopes of maybe getting an alliance. Yeah, I guess I don't need to improve relations. Who are England's allies now? Navarre, Brittany, Milan. Would be kinda interesting if France declares war on England now. I think we would still win, but wouldn't be like super easy. Suppose I could improve a little bit with the most green country. I want to say that opinion influences aggressive expansion decay just a little bit. Although I'm not seeing it. But anyways, having positive relations is also good enough to keep them out of a coalition. Yes, improve with Austria. Yeah, I'll just continue investing here despite the corruption being a bit high. I do not want to invest here. Not here either. Here I will invest though. Yeah, this is also fine. Although, I guess the farmlands are maxed out. Here in the capital will also invest in their crops. By the way, what's relation? Plus 21. Kind of feel like I should actually go on Flanders or Naples. I think. Oh yeah, there is. There's also Provence that would join with Naples, but England would also. Oh yeah, I guess they are rivals actually. Yeah, I should do this, but I don't feel like doing it today. I think I'll play for the rest of the year or until next February and then end there. Actually, is there any of these privileges that I might wanna do? They cause so much corruption that I kind of want to do it en masse, so never mind. Well, like, we do as much as possible with reforms and privileges, and stability goes to -3, state and provincial corruption goes to pretty much 100, and relationship with elites go to near 0. Well, actually go to 0. And the only reason they don't go even further down is because they can't. But it's kind of important to have allies if you do that, and make sure that you're not exposing yourself to any attacks. So ideally having truces and the like. By the way, Ottomans have conquered a bit, but they haven't really been that aggressive. Almost 20 years in. Allied with Poland, but still. Once the Ottomans get a border on Hungary, I feel like I have to actually have a bigger navy than them, so I can go and block these straits. And at least siege down one side of their land in peace. But yeah, I think I will end here and come back to it some other time. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.